Students, this is your third standard English. As we have completed our term 2 portion, today we are going to start with my story card story and grammar about verbs. In this verbs grammar, you are going to study the be forms and the present, past and future tense of the verbs. First, let's start the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears. What is the story, students? Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Once upon a time, a bear family lived in a thick forest. They all lived in a little cottage. Little cottage means the small house. There lived three bears: Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. One day, Mama Bear cooked some porridge for breakfast. What is porridge? Porridge. It is a thick drink made of boiling flour with water. It was hot, so the Papa Bear said, "Let us go into the forest and pick some fruits. The porridge will cool down." The Papa Bear and the Mama Bear and the Baby Bear, three of them went to the forest to pick some fruits until the porridge gets cool. Just then, a naughty little girl named Goldilocks came to their cottage. She liked the cute little cottage and she wanted to know who lives here. She entered the cottage as no one was responding to her knocks. She found 3 bowls full of hot porridge on the dining table. She said, "The porridge smells good." She tasted some porridge from the large bowl. It was still hot. Then she tried the porridge in the medium-sized bowl. It was very cold. At last, she tried the porridge in the small bowl. She was happy. It was not very hot, not very cold, and it was very tasty. She ate all the porridge from the small bowl. Then she went to the living room. She tried to sit on Papa Bear's chair. She found it very high. She tried Mama Bear's chair. She was very low. Then she tried Baby Bear's chair. That looked fine, but when she sat on it, it started rocking. She rocked it so hard that it broke. She fell down on the floor. She said to herself, "Ah, that was disappointing." She climbed upstairs. She found 3 neatly made beds. On seeing them, she decided to rest for a while. She sat on the first bed. She found it very hard. The second bed was very soft. The third bed was just right for her. She laid down on the small bed. Soon she fell asleep. After some time, the 3 bears returned to the cottage. They found that someone had entered their cottage. The young one complained to Mom that someone has eaten his porridge. Mama Bear and Papa Bear too realized that someone had sat on their chairs. The young bear complained to Mom, "Someone sat on my chair and broke it too." Papa Bear was angry. He wondered who could have entered the house. Then they went to their bedroom. Papa Bear found that his bed had been disturbed. Mama Bear said, "My bed has also been disturbed." At last, the baby bear cried, "Someone is sleeping in my little bed." On hearing the noise from the bears, Goldilocks opened her eyes. She got afraid. She ran out of the cottage. She continued running till she reached her home. Students, moral of the story is, please respect the privacy of people. Without anybody's permission, don't enter into others' house, or don't use anything which does not belongs to you. Students, this was the story The Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Students, let's do some exercise regarding the story. You can see pictures over here. What you have to do is you have to match the picture to the given word. Let's do it. The first one is bed. Very good. The second one is done to you. It is a bear. The third one indicates the porridge. And the fourth one is the chair. Are you clear, students? Yes. Draw a line to match that Goldilocks says with the item. You have to match it. One is done. Too hot. It is showing the arrow to the expression given by the Goldilocks. Now for too cold, let's do it. Too cold. This is the expression she is giving. For just right, this is the matching. Next one, too big. Too big. Too big too. Just right chair. Too hard. Too soft. And just right. Are you clear, students, with this? Very good. Next, this is the paragraph given over here, students. You have to read the paragraph, and what you have to do, you have to answer the given questions below. Write down this in your classwork and try to answer them. Next is grammar verbs, be forms. As I have told you before, in the grammar verbs, we are going to study be forms and verbs present, past and future tense. They are, what are be forms? They are am, are, is, was, were. These are be forms where we use. They are verbs. They are form of be. Be means representing someone or telling about someone. For example, you say this. Forms of the verb be. Singular and plural. In singular means only single person. I am, you are, he, she, it is. These all are used to single person. Plural, more than one. So here am, are, is used for singular, single person, but in plural we are using are. Similarly, in singular we are using was, were, was, but in plural we use were. Write down this in your classwork, students. These are forms of the verb be, where they can be used, how they can be used depending on the situation, whether it is past tense, present tense or future tense. These are the be forms which are used in different ways to complete the sentence what you are trying to tell. I am being a good student in the class. I can be a good student. I have been a good student. Like this you can frame the sentences. This also you write it down in your classwork. Now let's do a small exercise in your Samba grammar. So shall we start? And let us see what actually it is asking. See here, students, it is asking choose the correct one of the verbs in brackets and fill in each blank. Here blanks are given and verbs are given in the bracket. Which verb will suit to this sentence to complete it? Let's do it. Solomon dash a wise king. Solomon was a wise king. A few birds dash songsters or singing birds. A few birds, it is a plural, birds, so it is are. Most Bengalis dash fish eaters. Bengalis, you can see S over here, so it is are. Bat dash the only flying mammal. Bat is a singular, only one it is telling, so it will be bat is the only one flying mammal. Bats dash insect eaters. Students, if you see here it is S. So what it will come? Plural it is. Many bats. So it is Bats are insect eaters. Are you clear, students? Yes. Next one is complete the sentence following the example. Here the example is given. Complete it. Basketball is an international game. Kabaddi is not an international game. The legs of an ostrich dash very strong. The legs of a crane dash very strong. The legs of an ostrich, legs, plural. So it is what it is, are. The legs of an ostrich are very strong. The legs of a crane are not very strong. Students, the second one, the total number of countries in the world dash 212. So here countries means many. So what you will be using? The total number of countries in the world are 212. Second sentence, the total number of countries in the world dash 250. So already you have used are, so are not 250. Next one is there dash trees with square trunks in Panama. There are trees with square trunks in Panama. There are not any trees. There are not any trees in India. There are not any trees with square trunks in India. Dash quiet. Be quiet. Dash noisy. It is noisy. It is telling about past tense. So here you will say were. There were third-class coaches on trains years ago. So here there were not any. They were not any third-class coaches on trains now. Did you understand, students? You have to use it, whether it is a singular or plural, you have to use it, and then the second sentence the dialogue changes and you have to see that exact verbs you are using. Next is verbs. Those are present, past and future tense. What are these? The action showed in the present time, now, that is present tense. The action showed in the past time, that is over, yesterday, that is past tenses. The action expresses in the future time. Future we don't know, that is tomorrow, that is future tenses. So here few past tense, future tense and present tense are given. Students write it down in your book. Such as awake, awoke, awoken, be, was, were, been, beat, beat, beaten, become, became, become, begin, began, begun, bend, bent, bent, bet, 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 bid, 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 bite, bit, bitten, blow, blew, blown, break, broke, broken, bring, brought, brought, build, built, built, burn, burned or burnt, burned or burnt, buy, bought, bought, catch, caught, caught, choose, choose, chosen, come, came, come, cost, 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 cut, 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 deal, dealt, dealt, dig, dug, dug, do, did, done, draw, drew, drawn, dream, dreamed, dreamt, dreamed, dreamt, drink, drank, drunk, drive, drove, driven, eat, ate, eaten, fall, fell, fallen, feed, fed, fed, feel, felt, felt, fight, fought, fought, find, found, found, fly, flew, flown. Are you clear, students? Yes. So let's do a small exercise regarding this. Present tense, past tense and future tense. Choose the correct one of the two verbs given and fill in the each blank. In the bracket, two verbs are given. Read the sentence and fill the blank with the correct verb so that the sentence gets completed. All birds dash sounds. All birds make sounds. We dash our annual sports next month. We next month, future. So, will have. The canaries dash sweetly in their cages when my children visited the zoo. The canaries dash sweetly in their cages when my children visited. Visited means past tense, so sang. He dashed the ball which hit the windows and broke them. Present. So he kicked the ball. Tomorrow is Sunday. Tomorrow, future. So the postman will not come. Our teacher dash test every month last year. Past tense. Conducted. Work while you work and dash while you play. This is a proverb. So work while you work and play while you play. Dash is a pleasant journey. Goodbye. You're telling to them for the future. Have a pleasant journey. Goodbye. Are you clear, students? Yes, I hope you're clear with the story and the grammar. Next is a small exercise part from the story. Answer the following questions. Students, write down these questions in your classwork and try to answer them by reading the story from the My Story card and also watching this study-based material video. Who lived in the cottage? What did Mama Bear cook for breakfast? Who did the bears find in the small bed? What was kept on the table? Write the meaning for porridge. Students, these are very easy questions which you can answer. Write it down in your classwork. In the next session, we will meet with a new lesson.